Tips for Sea of Thieves beginners. Number 1. Harpoon barrels. Harpooning barrels is a better way to getting them aboard your ship than jumping off, unless you're trying to get as much resources as possible instead of just from one barrel. But other than that, harpooning barrels is tip number 1. Tip number 2. Regeneration, aka overheal, some people like to call it. This is when you eat any type of cooked food. So, like, cooked food, chicken leg, or it's just called chicken, but it's a leg. And then you got pork from the pig, the snake, fishes, stuff like that. So, those are the foods that'll give you regeneration. This will then add regen to your health bar. It heals your health slowly over time. And that's basically it for number 2. Tip number 3. Turn off your lanterns. This one's a pretty obvious one. It'll give away your ship from afar. And obviously, they could still see your ship with your lanterns off. But trust me, it makes it a lot harder when your lanterns are off. If they're on, it makes their job a lot easier to spot you. Especially when it's nighttime out. They'll spot you a lot easier. Number 4. Diffuse the keg. If someone boards your ship with a keg and they diffuse and drop it, you have time to run over, diffuse it, and then drop it off the ship. Now make sure to drop it from the back of your ship so it doesn't blow up if you drop it from the side or the front, because it blows up sometimes when you do that. Number 5. Sot Vocabulary. This is important to know when playing with players on Sea of Thieves because they might use Sot Vocabulary you might not be aware of. So what are some of the Sot vocab? Well, for starters, Sot means Sea of Thieves. Rared is often used when the game is going against the player. You'll hear a lot of people use the term. I just got rared out of my mind. And then the next one is when someone says we need to turtle. This is a technique to where, you need to get ready to start bucketing and repairing hardcore. They say get ready to turtle. That means you're gonna be downstairs bucketing water and repairing holes like a madman. Bilge. Bilge means repair / bucket water, so basically just repair your ship. That's what bilge means. When someone refers to the helm, that is basically the steering wheel of your ship. So that's what the helm is. And then you have the capstan. This is the anchor of your ship that you use to put your ship to a complete stop. Number 6. Worms. Worms are a pretty big thing. Blurbs kind of made this a bigger thing if you watch his videos, but so usually you'd want to eat worms before boarding a ship. That way when you board their ladder, you could throw up on them when they're aiming their blunderbuss at you, so it's really good to kind of blind them a little bit. So always eat your worms before boarding a ship. Number 7. Sloop maneuvers. There are 2 cool tricks and a boarding plan when on a sloop. I'll show you them right now in game. For the plan one, when climbing up the ladder, instead of going straight for the anchor, you want to go below deck, follow you. So if you have a blunderbuss, they're just going to go straight into your blunderbuss, and hopefully if you hit your shots and don't get hit rigged, they should die. Then run straight through them back to the anchor. Really. Number 8. Don't use glowy cosmetics. The same thing for lanterns. Instead, it's a hella more easier. It's even way easier for them to see you. So, 9. Number 9. Ancer Turn. This is a fast way to do a quick 180 turn for who knows what degrees of a turn. But it's a great way to turn your ship around in a hurry. And it's a great way to juke your enemies sometimes. Number 10. Use of the harpoon. This is also part of tip 1. But number 10, use Harpoon. You could also use your Harpoon to pick up loot faster from islands. And also turn your ship with it. So if you're close enough and there's shoreline nearby, you could Harpoon and turn your ship with it sometimes. So those are 10 tips. Hopefully they were helpful. If they were, don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe if you enjoyed my other content. I'll be making a new outfits video on my channel since someone asked for it. And that's it. Join the Discord as well.